Seems to me that everyone just wants to make it through the holidays. Hey guys, welcome back to Making It to Sunday, and this is going to be my little holiday hoopla. There's nothing more holidays than Star Wars. At least to me. You know, Star Wars is my thing, got the tattoo, all that good stuff. And I've already done this game before, I know, but this one's a little bit, well, I guess I'm not even going to say different. But I got on my Xbox One, and it's running really fast. And I'm only doing this because I think this is the one I want. No, the Harbor. The Harbor is the one I want. Okay. I got this for Christmas when I was really young. This is the original disc too, so I'm kind of proud with that fact. But yeah, this has always been like, well, it's actually been kind of a Christmas tradition of sorts. Every time it gets snowy and cold out, which in Wyoming, that's right before Christmas. It's always cold, but it never really gets snowy until like right at Christmas. And it always makes me want to play this. I know, a little weird, but it's my thing. That's kind of what I was going to be talking about on this episode, just holiday traditions. So like, if you guys have holiday traditions, anything like that, just like put it down in the comments. We'll see if anyone's got weird ones or cool ones, or even ones that are just fun for you. Your favorite traditions. Star Wars has always been a big one of mine. I always play this. And so there's two traditions I've always kept up with for, well, the longest, probably about 16 years. Probably not 16 years for this one. I can't remember how old this game actually is. Fairly old on the Xbox. Anyway, so I got this game, and every Christmas I've always had to play at least Hoth and the Citadel, or the Harbor, the other one I have lined up. And just cause it's like it's snowy areas, and I don't know, it's just my thing. The other one is Chinese food on Christmas. I love Chinese food on Christmas. And this year we're mixing it up a little bit. But I'm still gonna say it counts. It's just we're doing it on Christmas Eve versus Christmas Day. Basically, just because we have a few family members that aren't gonna be able to make it on Christmas, and you know, it's still Christmas. So Christmas Eve is Christmas. But ever since, so I was 16 at the time. It was first year I could drive, and my family was one of my family's traditions for the longest time was we had to watch Christmas Story. And it was always on, it's still on, 24 hours of the Christmas Story. Watch it all the, I gotta watch at least 3 or 4 times a year. But if you guys haven't seen it, at the end of the movie, one of their dinners ruined, so they end up having to go get Chinese food. Or they end up having to go out to eat, the only place open is a Chinese place. So they have, yeah, Chinese food. And I remember it was 16, so first year I could drive, and it wasn't anything major, but parents were being kind of lame, so I was kind of pissed off, and I don't even remember what it was about. It was probably something stupid. I was a teenager, but I do remember I was very upset with them, and I was like, you know, I'm going to go do my own thing for dinner, and we had a China King buffet. That was near us. So that's what I did, was China King buffet, and actually me and my brother went. And I have gone and gotten Chinese food every Christmas since. So I think it's a good tradition. Oh, another one. Everyone does this one, so this one's not different, but I got a good story that goes with it. Looking at Christmas lights. You guys do that? Drive around with Christmas lights on Christmas Eve? Again, like, everyone does that. But, so one year we were going to do Christmas cards. So that's not all that crazy, right? Doing Christmas cards? And my dad, he had the idea our Christmas card was going to be us in front of Christmas lights. Okay, that doesn't sound so weird, right? People put up lights, go all out. Super cool. But my dad never put any Christmas tree lights. Not Christmas lights, tree lights. Just like, yeah. Didn't put any lights on the house. So we were not sure how our backdrop was going to look. So it was probably about 2 weeks before Christmas. And my dad said we're going to go look at Christmas lights. So okay, that's cool. Maybe he wants to get ideas, you know, for the Christmas card idea. Because it was his idea, he brought it up. And he really wanted to do this. Oh shit. Oh man. Dude, I'm having a rough time with this game. Pretty good, right? Like nothing weird out of the ordinary. Going to look at Christmas lights and stuff like that. We're doing a family thing. All right, all fun. Then he brings his camera. So again, like he wants to get ideas. Then he brings his tripod. Like, okay, that's weird. Maybe now he just wants to get really good photos for really good ideas, right? But we soon find out he wants to find the nicest house with the nicest lights, take our picture in front of their house, and use that for the Christmas cards. So I really have no idea what he was expecting our response to be. But we kind of gave him shit for a while because of that. Like, I feel kind of bad for the amount of shit we gave him, but like, really, he wanted us to take pictures for someone else's house and use it for our Christmas cards. Like, Merry Christmas from not our house.
Enemy forces have captured a command post.
Merry Christmas from the Dokes, from the Johnson's house.
Our reinforcements have been cut off.
It's just ridiculous. Man. It was we still bring it up from time to time. It was funny. And like 4 or 5 years later, he's, oh, it was just a joke, blah, 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 blah. And, yeah. He had us get out. He set up the tripod. Like, that's a pretty in-depth joke there. So. Another reason I'm super psyched for this year. My son was born in September, and it is going to be his very first Christmas. So I'm all sorts of stoked. So I'm not sure if anyone here knows it or not, but 2 years ago I had a daughter, and she was taken from us. So, I'm not going to call it an accident because someone was definitely at fault. I don't want to go into it. So last Christmas was pretty hard. We didn't do a lot for it. We got Chinese food, and I think that was about when I played my game. But like, we really didn't do a tree or lights or anything. And this year we have our business, so I didn't get around to putting up decorations at our house. But Grandma and Grandpa's got a bunch up. We got a bunch up at our store, so I'm pretty happy. You know, be able to do that and stuff again. It's pretty nice. And so, of course, you know, especially after everything that happened, he's getting spoiled rotten this year. So I'm excited. That's what I was saying, is when you get older and like kids watching this or adults are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, kids, you love Christmas, you get the presents, it's kind of all about you guys, and it's fun because, you know, like, it's time off from school, get some new toys, video games, you know, hang out with your friends, get a bunch of new stuff, see what your friends got, go hang out with them, and it's a lot of fun. And then you get older teenagers, young 20s, to where Christmas is still fun. You're starting to like, oh, okay, I'm going to go do a party, or, you know, I'm going to do ugly sweaters. So you start to get more into like, oh, it's not so much about the presents and stuff as so much it is about like the spending time with friends, family, and that kind of thing. And that starts to become more important. And then you get to become a parent, and like, you understand why it's kind of about the kids, especially when they're younger. Like, they still have that wonderment and amazement. You know, everything to them is still fancy and cool, and they didn't have to put up the Christmas lights, so of course they're all super excited about it, and they want to put up the Christmas tree. And you see the look on their faces during Christmas. It's a real big, it's a real good feeling, you know? I had that with my daughter. Yeah, that's why last year sucked quite a bit. But I get to do it again. So I'm super excited. And of course he's coming to Chinese food with us. He can't eat it yet, but it's happening. He's getting some Chinese. Well, he's going with us. We're going to a hibachi place. Shit! Rockets! Fuck! Oh god! Out of my way! Shitty, shitty, shitty! So I'm all sorts of pumped up. Santa's coming. You know, Santa. The real Santa. As in dad and grandparent Santa. And he's got sorts of cute clothes and stuff, so... And, what's been really awesome, I'm going into like total dad mode. He's really starting to notice stuff. And other parents can know exactly what I'm talking about. They're, so like TV, he's starting to watch TV. What is that doing? So he's starting to watch TV, he likes looking at the lights and stuff like that. So like he's probably not going to remember any of this, but like he definitely likes looking at the Christmas lights. And I can put in a movie now and he'll watch it with me. Like he know, he doesn't understand what's going on, but he still likes it. So pretty pumped up. I can do all the fun stuff. Ooh, another good tradition, and this kind of ties into it. My parents, we're not a super close family, but
We've destroyed the shield generator.
Lost my train of thought. Woo! Victory! Anyways, that was like the one time we'd actually sit down and play games, and my dad never plays games, ever. Like, not board games or video games, he won't touch. He just doesn't. It's just not his thing. My mom would kind of play video games with us when we were little, and then as soon as we got like a 64, as we upgraded from the Super Nintendo, she wouldn't play with us. So like that was our thing, is we'd sit down and play board games. So one of our Christmas presents to the family would always be board games. Killing Spree, nice. Whereas like a board game, or like when I got the Wii, it wasn't the year it came out because they were impossible to find. It was the year after they came out. I got a Wii, and we played tennis, and that was an experience. Getting my dad, who doesn't play video games at all, like he never played a video game in his life besides like Pong or Pac-Man, right? But so he picked up the Wii, and he didn't I don't know if it was too mind-blowing for him or if he was fucking with us and he was just a really good actor about it, which is really hard to believe. But so he didn't get that the Wii was motion controlled. That there was the sensor bar up above the TV, and that shit, no! So he thought we were messing with him the entire time. Like, no, you have to swing it. Like, you have to swing at the TV to hit the ball. We were playing Wii Tennis. There's a Wii Sports thing. Like, no, like, you really have to. And I guess he didn't get it because, we're just on the couch and we're just flicking our wrists and stuff like that. But he was like, no, you're pressing buttons. You just want to make me look dumb. And, like, he was getting so mad that, like, no, like, you really just have to swing it. Whatever, you're videotaping me or something. He was getting all pissed off. So then finally, like, I had to show him, like, no, look, I'm not pressing a button. You have to swing the remote. And then finally he's like, oh, that's really cool. So half the night was just us kind of, throwing grenades into the ceiling. It was just getting him to play the game. And it wasn't because he didn't want to, actually wanted to this time, but you thought we were messing with him the entire time. It was ridiculous. And we got him to do the bowling and stuff like that, so that was a blast.
Separatists are depleting our reinforcements.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Alright, have you guys ever seen the Christmas special for Star Wars? If you have not, I highly suggest. You might be able to find it on YouTube. You might have to buy it, but do it. It is terrible. Oh man, it is bad. If I remember correctly, it happened right after A New Hope. And I think that's where Boba Fett made an appearance, but he was all weird colored and stuff like that. I think that's where the Ewoks made the first appearance. I guess if that timeline I had is correct, then it's definitely their first appearance, but... Oh man. Bad acting. Like, made-for-TV, sci-fi cartoon. Like a made-for-sci-fi cartoon is how I'm going to explain it. But yeah, it's like 70s when it came out, so it's that 70s style of cheese. Oh man, I'm pushing this.
We're depleting the separatist reinforcements.
So, that's another good one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Grenades out! There we go.
Enemy forces captured a command
Give it a
post.
little pushback. Yep. And I'm gonna go up here and take theirs. Because I don't like these guys. What are you guys asking for Christmas? I know, like, Christmas is not about the presents and stuff like that. But, like, hey, presents is still fun. If you don't like presents, you're a liar. That's all I'm saying. What I was hoping for this year, two things, really. My PS4 controller finally shit the bed. But it actually had a pretty good run. I think it was a good 5 years old before, and it's not even completely dead. We still use it to watch Netflix and stuff on. All the buttons work except for the spring broke on the right trigger. And I've tried going in and fixing it, but I can't. I need a replacement spring, and like to find those and get it shipped is like dumb. At least where I'm at, you can't really find them, except for like repair sites, and it's like, oh, well, the spring's 20 cents, but to ship it here, it's $15. It's just like, it's kind of not worth it at that point, you know? Bonsai! Oh shit, out of ammo! Oh, I got bonsai'd. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see what these guys. Ooh. We just had a baking marathon. So, we have a Smith's, that's our grocery store around here. And they have this thing called Quicklist or Clicklist, I don't know, it's something Quicklist. Basically what it is you place your order online, they get it ready for you, and you go into their little special parking spots, they bring it out to you, so it's online shopping, and they bring it to your car, so you don't have to worry about it. And two really cool things about it is, so if they're out of what you order, so they say it's in stock, but they're out of stock, what they do is, like, if you ordered, like, cookies, so just say, like, sugar cookies, and we got the Pillsbury brand. They're out of the Pillsbury brand, all they have is the Kroger brand, like the off brand. And so they'll put it in our cart, and we'll get it for free, because they didn't have the expensive one that we wanted. So we got the cheaper one for free. Or, like, if we got the Kroger one, and all they had was the good brand, like the Pillsbury or something, just cookies, for example, they'll give it to us for the Kroger brand price. So, not only do you get your coupons and everything, you actually end up saving a couple bucks through the price matching system. And the next cool thing about it is they always have special deals. And this year was a turkey. So like, okay, cool, that'd be great. Turkey dinner for Christmas, right? So we order it up. We get our turkey. And then, we're not religious, but there's a Mormon church that we live pretty close by, so we're in their ward technically. Wife used to be religious, so we know everyone there, and we do lots in the community through our shop, so we know all the religious people. So they brought us a turkey. So like, oh, cool, like, second turkey. Maybe if a lot of people come over, we'll make it. And my in-laws, so like when daughter passed, it was a car came through the house, did some damage. It took like my daughter, my granddaughter, not granddaughter, grandmother. Sorry, I don't like talking about it. But so they've had some medical problems since then. So she's on this home care thing. But they bought them a turkey as well. So we had 3 turkeys. And they weren't little ones either. They were full family-sized turkeys. So we had to cook them up. So we're doing turkey dinner this week. We're doing one for New Year's. And it's, yeah. Ugh. We're baking up a storm. And it was all my wife's idea. And she doesn't cook often. So I was like, hell yeah, do it up. Because she doesn't cook often, but when she does, she's amazing. Not bragging, but like, she'll cook 2 or 3 like dinners a year, but they are like the best damn dinners you will ever eat. No joke. Oh, God damn it! Blocking my grenade. So when she was like, "Oh, let's do some cooking," I'm like, yeah, let's do that. No, Dryka! But so she had never made what is it? Peanut brittle before. And that's her mom's favorite holiday treat. And she wasn't doing much anything today. So she decided to make the peanut brittle. So it calls for... there's a couple ways you can make it. And the one she did, it was a 10-minute easy one that you're supposed to be able to do in the microwave. Ooh, shit. So she found a microwave-safe bowl. But... I don't know. It was one of those things is you don't think about it, but we probably should have. So you have to melt sugar at really high temperatures. And when sugar gets hot, it gets fucking hot. You know how microwaves work. Yeah, so it made the sugar super freaking hot. So I just hear "uh-oh" from the kitchen. And I go, that sounds awesome. So I come in and there's smoke pouring out of this microwave. And she shows me what happened. And she's like, yeah, it kind of burnt a hole through it. So her dad comes in, and I guess it was like one of her dad's favorite bowls. Like, it wasn't like a monograph bowl or anything. It's just like a slightly larger than average cereal bowl. So he uses it for like tacos and shit. Because he always makes like a taco salad type. Yeah, anyways. So as soon as he walks in, she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And of course, you know, smoke's still billowing out of this microwave. He goes, what's going on there? No. So he opens it up and, oh man. So we had to figure out how to get molten plastic and candied stuff off of that glass plate inside, you know, that rotates everything. That was it was good. It was funny. Especially the look on her face was like, you know, kid got cat with his hand in the cookie jar. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
We've captured a command post.
No, 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 no! There we go. Hell yeah! Nice! So that's it for my holiday hoopla, some of my traditions and holiday stories. So, like I said, if you got any cool traditions, anything, leave them down in the comments. I'd love to hear about them. Let's see what we got here. Headshot. 14 headshots. Noise. Alright, guys. Have fun out there, and Merry Christmas.